British are hurt by the distance of hunts, and then lastly, they do have a trade post. So
Yeah, I don't see what Brit can do in this matchup. I mean, any H2 pressure gets shut down by, cav shipments and intervention.
I think honestly you can stay H2 and just do longbow pike Kassar pressure. Longbow pike Kassar is I think very good against fortress play. A little bit better than maybe muskets, just because muskets are so easy to kill once you get arquebusier and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would say the opposite. Against China specifically, you need a big mass of muskets to not die to their cav. Their cav is very, very tanky.
Yeah, I guess China doesn't really have a strong range cav, so muskets or pikes, whatever you want, is kind of okay. But certainly China can, or sorry, British can get out a lot of cav, do some harassment. We have a pause. Is it the lag, you think? Oh yeah, I didn't pick the UI. Yeah. Didn't even notice. Did he pick the UI map? He couldn't have, right? Do you see the UI?
I don't have the UI installed, but I don't need it. He's saying it's strange that we are showing it out, and he thinks that might be a problem. Let me check the stream, see if it looks like it's supposed to look.
Yeah, like why are they playing? He picked the wrong map. It's gonna lag as long as I'm in here because I have the UI.
Yeah, this is not the UI map.
I can't even type to him because because we're out. That's so dumb. What do you say we do here? I am at kind of a loss.
If we keep pausing the game, that usually lets them know that they should quit. Yeah, he just said KK is going to quit. Alright.
Oh, there we go. Good. I didn't actually know we could pause. I hit the pause hotkey and nothing was happening, so.
Yeah, you pause with F3.
F3? It's not what works on my computer. So.
Different on Macs?
It shouldn't be, because I mean I'm running the Windows version of Age of Empires. I am using the Mac hotkey file though, now that I think about it. So. And was that game recorded too?
I don't remember.
Might have forgotten
that. GoonGoon's still in game for me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's a shame these things always like get to such a late start. We're almost an hour behind already.
Well, it's still early, relatively, for everyone.
Yeah, I have to perhaps pick up one of my parents from the airport today, so that was not supposed to be anywhere close to a time issue, but it might. It might be pushing it.
That'd be awkward. When have you got to go?
I probably have a little over 3 hours, and then anything after that, I'm gonna make people wait.
3 hours should be okay.
Yeah. Also,
Okay,
I might not have to do it. The only reason I have to do it is because my dad like threw at his back playing kickball.
Yeah, if it runs over time, just leave them at the airport.
I mean,
priority straight.
I mean, depends on how many people are watching, right? It's not like they gave me life and everything.
Because the map name is too long, we can't see if this is the UI or not.
I mean, I see UI, I just don't see which UI version. but I assume it's got to be the 1.7.
Okay, I think this is fine.
Oh, please let this work.
This is UIO. I agree. Totally UIO. Alright, so British against China. As we discussed previously, we have different opinions on this. You think Brit is... You think Brits is fine in this matchup.
Oh,
I think China's got an advantage.
I think Brits are very underrated and China's very overrated currently.
Mm.
China's just, they have a lot of very distinct weaknesses, I think.
You say they're overrated, but on the other hand, they are winning every game.
I think they are doing very well in the current meta.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I think they're pretty easy to play, honestly, just because you kind of do the same thing every time. You have very powerful shipments. Macro is a little smaller of a important play just because so much of your army just comes from clicking a button, you know.
Yeah, for sure. They're kind of easy to play and they do one build, but that doesn't detract from how good they are, or at least how good their results have been.
That's true. Good results have to count for something. Also, I definitely think that if China puts up a church and they get El Mehdi or Mamelukes, then they're probably the best ship in the game. So.
Yeah, they're very broken. Brit getting 80 wood, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Let's see if he chops extra wood to build the house.
Yeah, he should.
I think he already has enough wood right now, so he's going to get that other house up. Yeah.
With the coin crate start, you should build a market as well and trade.
Yeah, that's pretty popular, but it doesn't look like he had any coin crates around him, and he probably wants to do the 16 bill age up. So.
Did all my deer spawn? Well, he has one.
His hunts look good. Yeah, you start with 3 close ones.
I think they're fine. It's just this one's probably throwing him off because it's right against the edge. He probably expects it to be a little bit closer to his town. But I think it's fine.
Let me just check these decks real quick. Bard hasn't picked his.
Are you ready?
Yeah, none of players picked their decks. see Fard going for a little 10 coin there.
Yeah, sick treasure.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I don't know, personally I sometimes just click them without checking how much coin's in there, so I can understand.
You look, and then you're disappointed.
Well, we do see an 80 wood up there up top. Let's see if GoonGoon notices that.
Yeah, he'll probably
only has one house, look at that. Oh, there's the second one. Okay, yeah.
95 and 80.
Yeah, if he gets both of those, that's a free trade post. That's a big deal. Yeah, he spotted the 95. We do see Fard hurting already, which I like as British, but actually, as it happens, I don't really think you need to herd that closest hunt until transition. But the far ones for sure are at least one really good to start herding in transition. Yeah, so GoonGoon's gonna pick up this 95 wood. Basically, no hit points lost. He lost like 110 or something. That's very, very good. Did not spot the 80 though, which is kind of a big deal, I'd say.
Yeah, really, the first thing we're looking out for is what Fard decides to do. Like, if he's deciding to age up or play in Colonial.
Yeah, I don't think British can really do too well in Age 3. I think that China just has too much of a tempo advantage.
Yeah, you may be right, but he still may opt to go for that. We don't really know. From the China, we're expecting an FF no matter what.
Yeah. The one thing British has going for them is they can ship the 2 Falconets and sort of force out some sort of reply from China. And if they counter that reply, let's say China ships the hand mortars and Fard protects his cannons well and basically just takes away a shipment from GoonGoon, that could be good. Also, he can bait in a lot of cav to go try and kill the cannons. But I have to see. I think longbow pike is strong too. Really longbow pike pressure. Certainly if you kill a house very early, that's That's really a problem for China.
You think so? I mean, they age up nowadays with the Tower of Victory, which is
Oh, you mean the porcelain tower?
yeah, porcelain tower, just giving them a big wood income.
It does, but you still actually need to leave like 2 or 3 bills on wood to get the market up plus housing, and so killing a house is a big deal. And that's with the 700 wood shipment. Keep in mind.
Yeah, it's true. It is a big deal.
A little bit of sloppy bill micro there by GoonGoon. All of his hunts seem to run out at the same time. I mean, he has to be careful. He has to get these. He really needs to get this hunt right up there, because if Fard goes for a cav start, then that can be a lot of idle time. A new little variance in the meta I've been noticing lately is, looks like GoonGoon's going for that TP, I like that, is that I've noticed players just fighting the Minutemen pikes right away and just trying to out-micro them with a superior cav mass so they can just keep the China player under pressure with lots of idle time.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this Vil. Are we going to see some sort of water play, it looks like? Oh, but I wonder if GoonGoon spotted that. The Vil's just standing there. I don't know if he's even in the LOS or not. Yeah, it's certainly a very water-heavy deck. We do see a stable go up. I don't know about this. I think China's very good on water. But did he pick a water deck even? He didn't. So that could be tough. That could be tough. I think that China has the answers to this. Age 4 is very, very good against water. But I don't know if GoonGoon is going to be ready for this.
I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing it the other way around, honestly. I don't know if Brit is going to be ready for the Age 3 timing. I mean, I don't see the value in going C against Chinese FF.
I mean, I don't think it's very good, but it's sort of like the element of surprise. You saw Cohenski do very, very well against Acer game, despite, you know, maybe not doing the most, in theory, anyways, strongest strategies. So.
Yeah, but Cohenski pulls off those builds by, like, you know, at this point in the game, at 5 minutes 30, he'd have probably 2 layers of walls. Like,
that's true. That's true.
From here to here, already finished. And, like, normal players just don't do that. Fard has 0 walls, which is, you know, what you'd expect from a normal player.
I mean, you notice he still has not built a dock. No card set in terms of...
Yeah, it's disgusting. He hasn't even got, like, 4 or 5 docks up yet.
I mean, he might actually just be keeping them there for, like, later use or something. I'm not sure. Maybe he decided to, like, keep himself the water option, but doesn't really want to go with water.
Yeah, I guess.
He is going to kill the Explorer. That's a big deal. This Explorer in H3 is a huge tank. On cover mode, this thing has 1,000 HP, and then against range damage, it takes 2,000 damage. Plus, it can snare stuff. Very, very hard to kill. You don't really want to shoot it. We already see the Porcelain Tower be dropped by GoonGoon there, also. So it looks like we see a 700 coin shipment, and looks like Fard's going for a cav semi-FF. He's going to just try and, yeah.
I quite like the build. It makes sense.
I mean, I feel like this is sort of old meta. This is what everyone used to do against China. You just make 5 cav, do a lot of damage, which he hasn't really done any. He killed the Explorer, which is kind of a big deal. It will revive when he ages, though. But he really has to kill, I think, a couple bills and really idle that TC for this to be worth it. Otherwise, the 5 cav, really the only purpose they serve is slowing his own age up down.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, on the other hand, the cav are useful when he gets to Age 3 as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't really like you wasting time there. We do see the Minutemen called really early, going with the H2O theory of not idling that TC at all.
Yeah, of course, they cost 80.
Oh, he's gonna fight the pikes, just like I was talking about earlier. He's not really pulling the low HP cav. Only gonna lose 1 though. That's a pretty good trade, I'd say. Now I can really just idle these bills pretty freely. We do see him start aging up. Is there a way to see what he's aging up with?
It'll be 7 longbow.
The Adventurer. Do you know what the Adventurer is?
No, but it's always 7 longbow.
I don't know. I think that might actually be the Caravel on the point field. On a map like this, it's not that bad.
Could be.
We see the Han shipment pop out, doing some good damage there. I like the cav micro there by Fard though, pulling the ones being attacked, only losing 1 husk. Again, does have a lot of low HP husk. It is going to clean up this shipment though, or this batch of old Han. Still no dock by Fard also, I might add.
Well, I like the lack of docks. I think it would just be slowing him down.
Yeah, me too. He also has a Vill there, which could build a dock. It's interesting that he put the Vills there. I wonder if he actually intended GoonGoon to scout that and have some sort of reaction, you know?
He's got Vills all over the map.
That's kind of funny. Typical British. We do see the first batch of Chinese cab come out. These things are really, really strong. Do we see a market up yet for GoonGoon? We don't. That's I don't know. I'm a fan of building the market pretty early as China, because you know, you do get a lot of villagers in the end, and it's as good as really any other civ, and you really want to make those markets.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's identified that Brit is semi. Yeah, and because Brit is like aging slowly, he's decided to go full cav at the start and just try and raid if he can.
Yeah, it's kind of risky though against a cav start.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, he doesn't have that many units if he's decided to age up.
Well, it looks like he did age up and has a pretty decent mass here. Oh, he did ship up 5 meteor hammers first. I don't know, I'd say that Fard's in a pretty decent position here. Doesn't have too many villagers, only a 3 villager advantage over China, and considering that China has the Porcelain Tower and the Summer Palace, China's economy is a lot better right now. So it seems like manners were not quite the priority for Fard, only 10 mana pop, never sent 5 vills. You think he's going to send 8 vills to try and boost that economy up a little bit more?
No, I'd expect army shipments, 5 Huss.
I mean, the thing is, he might have to deal with this Chinese pressure. I think a Vill is going to go down there. And a couple more Vills down here. Is snared, though. The one that was snared immediately died, got another one. Yeah, it's interesting that Fard spread out his Vills so much, you know, he's losing a lot because of that. Oh, 1,000 wood comes in for Fard. That's interesting. That's a very, that's like a very strong card in the medium time frame, you know? You can get him a lot of units in like the next couple minutes. More than
feels like a strange card to me.
It's sort of like an issue if he can get away with it or not. I think that he's figuring that on a big map like this, with lots of raids coming in for GoonGoon, that GoonGoon probably has a longer term plan, and so he has time to send that 1,000 wood. You see intervention come in for China too.
Yep.
Or do we?
Yeah, this is intervention.
I don't see the shipment though. Maybe
what do you mean? This is the shipment.
UI's glitching? Yeah, I don't see the intervention cards.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting, but there's definitely 9 muskets there, so you can just assume that that is sent.
Unless we're hallucinating. Those are 9 muskets.
Yeah, if we look at the armies here, slightly in Fard's favor, actually, which is nice. Lots of goons coming out. I like that a lot. Goons are really strong against China, especially China that's spamming pure cav like this. I think the muskets are going to do very, very well for GoonGoon, though. If we do, it does look like Fard's pressing now. That's interesting. I don't know if that's... I don't really know what it gets him to attack in this position. Maybe he's going in for like pressure, trying to see what he has. That might be possible. I mean, I'm always a fan of that. I mean, like, there's really no... Oh, the Chandao shipment popping right on top of the cab. That was really
nice
good. Yeah, he's in trouble now. He cannot really fight this. The longbows have no mobility. He has no way of really getting away from this. Yeah, this is going to be really, really bad. We see 2 cannons back here just standing there. I think he kind of has to call Minutemen and maybe fight this. I'm not sure if he can get away. He's doing pretty well so far. He's going to get one of those longbow snare, not leaving it behind him. Yeah, I'd like to see these goons just keep shooting the cav. Do as much damage as you can. We see 3 more goons come out. Still no Minutemen. Oh, what a good Chandao pop. He has just no way of killing those too fast. His longbows are not really the best against the infantry. He does have the cannons out. He's trying to make a stand. Minutemen do come out. I mean, it's a good defense put up by Fard, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, the musket's doing a lot of damage.
is what happens against China. They just win every fight incredibly hard.
They're good. I think that Fard made a pretty big mistake by hitting that hard though. Like longbows, they just don't have the mobility to retreat against China. And he really
You say that, but think about it the other way. If he sits back and masses, I mean, the bigger the China pool of random units gets, like the harder they win fights too. So he screwed it away.
He kind of attacked without two cannons in position. And besides, I think the British economy is actually going to be better in the late game. So time.
He could be better, but I don't know. I don't think he can win fights whether China has a big or a small mass. Like, you're incentivized to push early the way he did because you were trying to fight China before they have like 30, 40 units together.
I don't know. I think he attacked at a time which China was very, very strong and kind of defeated the purpose. Yeah, that's gonna. I don't know. I think it's kind of a resign time for GoonGoon or for Fard here.
Yeah, I don't think he can come back from this position.
I mean, he has no army. He's just going to lose all of his villagers. Yeah, those meteor hammers just do so well in large fights. When other cav are bunching up, they're just attacking. Did clean up the meteor hammers, but I mean, if we look at the villager count, Fard basically still has a worse economy, having lost all the vills with the Chinese wonders.
He even got Manchu out.
Yeah. That's... I don't know how he's supposed to deal with that. They basically kill every British unit at this point. Not enough longbows to deal with something like...
He's got one longbow. He could micro out.
He has more range. Maybe it's possible.
Go and use that longbow.
It's kind of the funny thing about tournament games, I think, is they tend to go a lot longer just because people, they figure that they might as well keep trying, you know. Yeah, this is gonna be... I think maybe it's time to resign. I don't know. What's, what, 15 villagers there?
Yeah, I really don't like the 1k wood shipment. I think you have to try and match the China army and try and beat it somewhat early. And from then you can try and win the game. I don't think you should age up and send a boomy shipment. It wouldn't make sense to me in this matchup.
Yeah, I think another problem with aging as British is that... So one thing that does very, very well against China is large skirm mass. But the British really have no reason to age for that. Unless he's doing something funky with, like, the 13, what's it called?
Jaegers.
Yeah, Jaeger card. It's not...
I mean, the scores are only 30 different.
Yeah, but keep in mind the Manchu only represent, like, 1 score or 9 score or something, but really they should be 90. Like 10 times what they register as. Because for some reason the game programmers forgot a 0 when they were putting in or they have a decimal place in the wrong spot when they're putting in score registering for mercenaries. It's an aggressive TC. Honestly, you can completely get away with that.
He can, but there's no point in doing that. Like, he can just make units and...
Yeah, he can just honestly even siege down the TC at this point. The Manchu are too strong.
Just going for the bad mana TC in the middle of the map for no reason.
I mean, it's by 2 hunts. He has the army to defend it. I mean, can't really criticize it too much. We see 42 vills for China and only 29 for British here.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to the fact that he lost the first engagement, and from that point on, you can't really come back.
Yeah, I feel like...
No, I think it's just an unwinnable matchup.
I mean, certainly the way Fard played it. It looks like he did actually ship that Jaeger's card. There's no way it can beat all that cap, though. Something to keep in mind, though, is while Jaegers do have a 2x multiplier against range cav, they also have their 0.75 against cavalry in general, so they only do 1.5 damage. And considering that most range cav has range resistance, they're not actually the best. Yeah, GoonGoon can just attack me here, and there's nothing that I can do about it. So look at all that cat just splashing all over. There we go, see the... Oh, GoonGoon sent. That's a little cheeky of him. And
Yeah.
Fard resigns. I guess GoonGoon has an unbeatable strategy of saying GG for his opponent. Very, very cheeky. Yeah, that Chandao pop was really, really big. I think Fard was assuming that he could just do some pretty safe pressure. You gotta watch out for those Chinese houses, though. They will do that over and over again.
Thing is, look at the military unit pop graph. If Fard sent units instead of 1,000 wood after he aged, he might have had a timing at the time he did push. You know, if he had like 10 more units, then maybe, who knows?
I don't know. I don't think it's really safe to attack China at that time with British. I just don't think British are really going to have enough stuff.
But what I'm saying is that the fact that he attacked after he just sent a booming card didn't really make sense to me.
I don't know. I feel like there is... He just needed a completely different approach altogether. Because I feel like in the standard meta, if you're just playing standard British, doing a just standard FF like that, China's going to beat it. So I think British honestly have to do something like ship the Jaeger card first in H3 or something like that. Just get some sort of advantage over China, throw them off, you know? Or maybe go like a lot of cannons and a lot of goons to kill the Cav and possible hand mortar shipment, or just do something different.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I mean, China has all the answers to cannons, for example. They don't have any problems against that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about cannons either, but if they, especially one making Cav like this, but yeah, you see what I mean, that Pike's, Longbow Pike Huss might have actually been okay, though, because I don't know, British, or China doesn't have a way of, like, beating that right away, I feel like.
You mean staying H2, going LB first?
I don't like H3 British, honestly. They get no new units. They have strong Cav cards in H2.
We're ready for game 2, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool. Apparently the stream quality isn't the best right now. So game 1 goes to GoonGoon. I'd say pretty solid victory there. Looks like he was a lot more prepared just for how to deal with British. Fard was kind of just, I don't know, he's playing into... It looked like he didn't really know what to do in the matchup. Maybe, like you said, he shouldn't have picked British, but either way, it's sort of like a lack of knowledge of modern China, I'd say. Are we going to see
yeah,
French
maybe.
mirror?
I think maybe Fard has missed like how dominant China's been and thought like he could just play and do stuff and win, but you
Yeah,
can't do
standard
it.
play like that's just not going to work. I think we both agree on that. So let's see if GoonGoon is up for this. I know French are just very, very strong in this map. This map has great treasures. The scout is very, very helpful for getting those. Bases are close. France is powerful age 1, powerful early age 2, make them very, very good in this map.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I honestly can't think of a matchup that would go too badly for France on this map. Certainly a safe play. Okay, so let's, I guess things to keep in mind here is, are we going to see early skirms? How early are we going to see Cav? Are we going to see FB wars? Are we going to see some early age 1 play with maybe a scout or explorer going down? Are we going to see a 12-10? Are we going to see a 13 village up? All these things are very possible on this map. I know you can 13 village up without idle time if you get
From what I've
food
seen,
treasure.
yeah, from what I've seen of these players, GoonGoon is the cheesier. So like he might he might skip a vill to age up quickly and send 3 huffs or something like that.
I mean, yeah, I think that 13 Village is very viable on this map. You can almost always get a food treasure. Okay, let's see if the players go for early market here. We do see Fard going on wood right away, so it looks like Fard's going to go for the early market. Looks like GoonGoon's going to do the same thing. Yeah, of course, France's Age 1 economy is so powerful that they can just chop and mine all the way for the market and still not have idle time.
Could you turn the game sounds down a little bit?
Game sounds?
Apparently.
Okay, I think that, yeah, that was me tabbing out. For some reason, it's not affecting my end, but I guess it's affecting the stream. Okay.
Yeah, tabbing out resets the sound. It's quite annoying. So Fard has found 95 wood, which is nice.
Yeah, GoonGoon doing good damage to the Explorer there, though. So he might stay on that Explorer, honestly. Although his own Explorer is too far away. If he gets caught by this Scout, he's going to lose the Scout, and that's going to just go extremely strongly for Fard. Is he going to get away? Looks like he's going to get away. Yeah, that was a big moment there.
Yeah, I don't know why Goon is scouting up here. That's not the best scouting pattern. All the best tres are like...
Well, I think the bottom and the top are both pretty good. You get there's usually 4 strong treasures up top and 4 strong treasures at the bottom. Obviously, there's a luck element though, because you can get obviously like 2 sheep or something like what we see right now. The black bear, that's also very bad. 2 dogs, I don't think that's very strong. So he just got a little unlucky there. GoonGoon Scout did run into the TC. I think Fard could have killed that actually. Looks like both players are going for a standard 14 village up by the looks of everything. What do we see here? 80 food being picked up by GoonGoon. That's pretty good. Hunts seem to be a little on the far side for both players here. I think that maybe a defensive stable, putting out a lot of raids might be pretty strong. Depends on how much herding they get in. But certainly, I'd say this hunt here for Fard, it can't get all the way under the TC, and so, you know, that might be a problem in terms of, you know, that second hunt being safe.
Yeah, I think you do benefit from forward basing on this map because, you know, like say GoonGoon like builds here, you know, he covers like these 2 hunts and indirectly this. Whereas if he just builds at home, then...
Well, the reason I was saying build at home is because it's the only way to really guarantee a safe way to make cav. Because I think when both players FB, that double racks is really the only thing to do there. But when you FB and your opponent doesn't, it's usually best for both players just to get a 1 racks and 1 stable to begin with.
Well, we'll see what they opt for. Ford has stealthed his scout, which is good. Although there's going to be a scene here, maybe. Very close.
Looks like he's getting away. Yeah, I never really know what to do with the scout, whether to stealth it or not. Because it seems like he just always gets found, and then it always manages to get in your army and slow everything down. So.
Yeah, just put it somewhere annoying and stealth it.
Yeah, I mean somewhere like right here, where you can just find bills and not really have any risk of being found and killed is decent, I'd say. But where it is right now, you know, you can scout raids, do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's a great spot to have it as long as it doesn't get
exactly.
caught. He'll probably spot what GoonGoon builds as soon as he builds it. Unless he builds a stable like behind. If he doesn't do that, like this is a very natural spot for him to build his stuff.
See a trade post going up for GoonGoon. No trade post for Far,
makes sense.
I think the trade post is strong. I think that you can get away with it. You get your cards sooner. You might lose a little bit of tempo, but I think the distance to your base is enough to make up for that. Although we do see what looks like 2 forward base goals. Putting up a stable, that's good. He seems to have identified that GoonGoon's staying in base and decides to put up that stable right away, which is totally safe. GoonGoon is scouting all of this, though, with a scout, though. I guess Fard might get a few shots off in the scout, maybe kill it right now.
I mean, the thing is, GoonGoon has just conceded the map for no apparent reason, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, and only putting up a barracks, that's, is he going for some sort of semi-FF?
This is one thing that happens if one guy builds a TP, the other one doesn't. I mean, you can't match the other guy's units if you have built a TP and they haven't, because they've been stacking more res. So if Fard noticed that the TP had gone up, he might have realised that he was safe to make an FB, knowing that he couldn't be contested.
Yeah, that's a very good point you make.
Yeah, so this is a clever way of adapting against a TP if you don't want to make one yourself.
It's interesting, though, that we only see one military building out of GoonGoon.
I guess he wants to do semi-FF.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I've never had much success aging in the French mirror.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has much success aging in the French mirror, but he's going to give it a go.
It kind of only works when both players do it, which means it doesn't work. But, you know.
Yeah.
Especially on a map like this where towns are so close. I'd like to see Fard continue raiding. It doesn't look like he's identified with certainty all the military buildings that GoonGoon has up. He doesn't know that if he has a stable or not, I think. So,
no, I mean, it's so unusual in this matchup for your opponent to build one racks in semi-FF, especially on a small map like this, that he's probably just assuming he's just assuming that there's like a stable here or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's not a bad assumption, honestly. It's just that that's why you scout, because you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reason to use your units aggressively, because you get information. Like, if he goes in, even if he doesn't kill a villager, if he spots the 700 coin.
Exactly.
But he's not going to do that, as far as we can see.
So when Fard clicks up here, how do you think... when GoonGoon clicks up, how do you think Fard can respond? Is he going to follow him up? Is he going to try and push him at some timing with some crossbows and muskets?
I think if he knew right now that he was aging, he would just send all of his units in, because there's no reason not to do that.
Looks like he is pushing a little bit here. But yeah, certainly this hunt situation for GoonGoon is going to be very bad unless he can do something to push out. Because he probably has maybe 60 more seconds of hunts. So the musket's walking to base. None of the vills there though. He's kind of attacking the wrong spot. If he gets his barracks down, that'd be very good though. Is he gonna go for the market? I think he's just idling his muskets there. Uh-oh, the Cav are kind of getting a couple free shots. He just lost basically 2 Hussar in terms of hit points, or 1 Hussar. There we see the age up. GoonGoon or Fard retreating for some reason. He actually has more mass. How is this happening?
Yeah, you know, another thing I think Fard could have done, when he saw that his opponent had built in base like this, I think he could have been a little bit greedier and added a TP, even after he built his forward base.
I like this. Why not just kill the TP?
Well, either way, I think he should have added a TP, and then he'd be in a pretty good spot to follow him up as well, if he wanted to.
It's true. I really do like killing the TP, though. He doesn't really feel that safe attacking the town. He noticed that there's decent infantry mass by GoonGoon, plus he's scared of shipments. So why not just take this free TP right now? That does at least buy himself some time. It's sad, though. He lost 5 Hus for, like, essentially no gain. So that's a big deal. That's 1,000 resources. You see the skirm shipment comes out. GoonGoon's essentially gotten to H3 for free. I don't really... I don't know. I think Fard's in a losing position at this point.
Well, he's just gathered 700 coins. He's going to be following him up with better infrastructure. But he's obviously behind in tempo.
I mean, does he have better infrastructure? What are the market?
Well, he's got two Raxes and a stable against 1 Rax, so...
Yeah, market tech seems about cool. But yeah, we see GoonGoon going in there. Targeting the stable first. I like that, because, you know, the stable is... if he's going to make units when under attack, it's probably going to be stable units. So, because they can just run away really quickly.
To be honest, I think the scum shipment was a misplay from Goon. Doing this strat, he should have just built more Musks and upgraded them and sent 2 Falconets.
Yeah, that's...
He might still be fine, but that would have been a better way to play it.
I think from GoonGoon's perspective, he feels like the cannons are too immobile. And he's scared of more cav coming out and just kind of raiding him, because his vills are kind of all over the map right now.
You say that, but 8 scum is equally as immobile.
Not quite. I mean, he doesn't really have to worry about protecting them, keeping his muskets on them quite so much. They don't have some unload animation to deal with. I would definitely like to see some goons or cuirassier from GoonGoon though. Like, just the infantry is not enough.
Yeah,
is he going to get the shots off?
Sure.
Feels like he missed out a little bit. Does get 2 skirms down though. I'd say that's a pretty good trade for, or not even trade, a snag for GoonGoon. Yeah, I would not have made those skirms for Fard. I think that, you know, making 4 skirms, only keeping 2 alive, that's just under no circumstance going to be worth it.
Here's the Falks.
Oh, that's big. Because
It's a very strange build. Goon is still on 1 Rax, remember?
Yeah. He just single Rax skirms. Interesting.
New meta.
I feel like Fard's going to need to pop out 5 cuirassier or something to be able to deal with this. Otherwise, he's in a lot of trouble. Because there's definitely a strong lacking of anti-cav for GoonGoon. Oh, we see a cannon shipment.
To be honest, if he got out 5
this is going to be big.
He'd be in a good spot. 4 goons, that's a shame. He doesn't need them.
Oh, he doesn't attack the cannons. The cannon's going to go down for free here. Oh, just out of range. That was huge. Does snag about half HP.
The skirms can snipe them anyway.
Yeah. Does
yeah,
he get the cannon? Oh, he doesn't target it. Wow. GoonGoon's cannons are just acting really stupid though.
Yeah, but he's won. Sure.
Just skirming down the cannons. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's demoralizing for your opponent.
Oh yeah, veteran Muskets just come in too. Yeah, GoonGoon's just in a really good position. Is he going to ship the goons right now? That's what I'd like to see.
GoonGoon winning without goons. I mean, that's how good he's been playing this game.
So yeah, Fard is popped now if you look at that. He's 62 out of 60.
Yeah, I think, like, it was just a bit indecisive on his part about how he reacted to the strat that Goon pulled off.
Apparently he's playing like he does on Quick Search. It's not working out for him. What is he talking about? German man. I guess they were playing together earlier. Fard did outgather GoonGoon by almost 2,000. Which is odd, considering that GoonGoon had more bills almost the entire game. I guess that coin income is just a lot slower.
Yeah, I mean, just to repeat, I think Fard just he was just indecisive and didn't react. Like, he didn't commit to anything really.
I'm seeing just a lack of preparation here.
I think it's lack of prep. Like, he kind of half played Colonial and then half semi-FF. It wasn't like an efficient Colonial or an efficient semi-FF. So that kind of made Goon's strat look quite good. I mean, on GoonGoon's part, he did pull it off quite solidly. He didn't, you know, he didn't look like he made any mistakes really, but...
Ooh, we're going to see an Aztecs here. I can actually know something about what I'm talking about here. That's good. Yeah, I'd really like this. Aztecs, of course, are infinitely stronger, considering that Fard's already used British and French, which are probably the 2 hardest civs for Aztecs to tackle.
Well, bear in mind, map 3 is Indonesia.
Yeah, he probably wants that fire pit and strong Aztec water also. Fard going Portuguese. You know, I've actually had a lot of trouble against Portuguese as Aztecs. A lot of people say this because I suck, blah, 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 blah. But I personally think the matchup is a little bit tricky.
Well, on this map, for sure, it's not an easy one. Unless the rush is really good, but...
I mean, the problem with Aztecs fighting water is that they really have to send more shipments than their opponent to be able to have the strong advantage.
Yeah.
Because, like, without Water Dance, they're just going to lose basically every single water fight. And so that's just a card right off the bat that they have to send very early. And something like 2 Caravels, that's just a lot more tempo.
So, on this map, who do you think has the advantage with the civs?
I'd say with perfect play, Aztecs probably have the advantage. Another thing worth pointing out, though, is if Portuguese do make it to Age 4, then, and they get the Goon card out, they're going to win automatically because The H4 goons hit and run every single unit Aztecs have, except for Arrow Knights, which they counter. So.
Yeah, given what you just said about the fact that Aztec needs to send like 2 or 3 cards to be able to contest water, how is it that they have the advantage, you think?
Well, they really only need to send 1, but the more when you after Water Dance, any other card you send is kind of bonus. They do have offshore support and a card that makes their boats much cheaper in H3. But the advantage Aztecs have, I think, are just being an overall stronger civ. Early Mace pressure can idle the TC for a very, very long time. Mace with her 80 hit points and good range resistance do barely take 2 shots for the TC to kill it, which is actually pretty cost effective as far as units go under the TC. And then plus just starting with the Fire Pit is really, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish there was a way Fard could tell us what the mercenaries were without telling GoonGoon. Sorry about the dog barking.
I wondered if that was something from the game. I was like, nothing makes that no much.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to make him shut up.
Alright.
Yeah, the ambient sounds just got an update, I guess. Okay, pretty standard play so far, I'd say. Both players going for early market. Aztecs can early market and Age of Eldown every single time on this map, just because they get that extra coin crate in the Fire Pit, which saves them 100 wood. It's also worth noting that the Fire Pit, it normally goes up at about 40 seconds every single game. And so not only do they save the 100 wood from not having to build a Fire Pit, but they can put their Warrior Priest on it from second 1, which gives them about an extra 40 XP, which gets their card to arrive about 10 seconds earlier, which is like another 15 villager seconds, which is, or 30 villager seconds, which is it's a pretty big deal, I'd say. I mean, it just all adds up, you know.
Yeah, it's nice. And also the coin crates kind of help you play aggressively in Age 2 if you want to do that.
We see 90 wood being picked up here by Fard. It's a good snag.
Yeah.
GoonGoon doing the right thing, making the polar bear kill the treasure guardian for the double XP. Never really understood why there are polar bears in this map. I mean, you can't really get more tropical than Indonesia.
I guess they got lost.
I wonder if like the game designers are just kind of. I mean, Guardian made this map, but what's the map? Is it Borneo that has polar bears? I can't remember, but either way, they just don't belong there. I wonder if the game designers are just kind of trolling us.
I'm zoomed in on the polar bear. That thing is huge.
Thing is, they're probably bigger in real life also.
Yeah.
It's like a baby polar bear.
Wait till that thing grows up.
Yeah, that 90 food is really good for Aztecs. Monitor lizards, they do have that fast rate of fire, and so as a treasure guardian, they're just really, really good to pick up because they essentially have 15 hand attack because of that.
You should give that food to the polar bear, then it'll be even bigger. So you think Aztecs should do some kind of mace pressure to idle them, and then add C or age up, or?
I don't think you need to add C too early. I think that C is just something you do to like counter their C. Aztecs, I don't think really have good schooner options. It's just much too slow, but they can kill other people's boats reasonably effectively. We see a dock going up right away, and also 2 forward-based builds, very, very standard by GoonGoon. Aztecs, basically every single game, they're just going to put up this forward racks and just make units, maybe ship units, try and use their early advantage to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, what do you think of the age up options to Colonial for Aztec?
Oh, I think fast is the only viable option. I think under no circumstances anything else ever viable. I mean, you can cheese someone and like do a 12-10 and send Pikes to first card and Age with Skull Knights, which they won't notice because aging slow with the 1210 is about the same age of time as aging fast. So. Oh, I like that he's running the ship through there, scouting the dock. That's good. There's really no consequences to that unless he lets the TC get the ship. Oh, is it gonna go down? Oh, he avoids the shot. Yeah, he should be totally safe. One thing, all of these yaks on the islands, you can actually pick a lot of these up with the boats. Neither player really took advantage of that. See second dock going up, and walls.
Yeah, there are a few tricks you can pull off on this map, kind of by running around with your catamaran. There are also, you know, these treasures you can pick up.
Yeah, you can snipe those things without taking any damage also. Yeah, you can't actually take any of the water treasures with that thing. It's a little bit too weak. Ooh, pikes on the TC! Yeah, sure. Minutemen easily going to take care of that with their bonus against sieging units. Yeah, that's just not worth it. Oh, he's going to lose the Explorer. There's 100 XP. That's sad. Oh, he's kind of pulling the Explorer with, oh, is he going to get meleeed? Ah, the Explorer could have shot that. Only 29 health. That's a big mistake. Oh, just pure pike from GoonGoon. Is he trolling him? This is just not effective. Pikes just can't beat Portuguese. Minutemen just clean those up way too easily.
Bear in mind, Far does have 3 docks already.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, just honestly, Minutemen TC Fire can completely deal with this. And we do see another little bit of wall coming down. Not going for the Cohenski walls, leaving the wall segments in there.
Yeah, Cohenski would be disgusted.
I mean, there's real advantage in deleting that wall segment. Not only is it cheaper, builds faster, but also it's not going to do damage to the surrounding segments, which is a very big deal. So what's GoonGoon going to do with these pikes? They're kind of just sitting here. Do a 5 mace finally, but like, I don't know, the pikes just don't do anything. There's just no reason to have them alive unless you're sieging stuff. There's no TPs to attack, the docks are not vulnerable. Okay, we do see 10 mace come in.
Yeah, I don't know, I mean, do you think this pressure can work?
No. I think you need more mace. Mace are the unit that you want to have under the TC, not pikes. He's going to kill the saloon, which is going to give him a lot of XP. It doesn't look like he got the fire pit tech, but even still, it's decent. He's going to get a house also. He might be able to take down TC at this point. Yeah, Far just not making any units, you know. Has not sent Colonial Militia. Just has the 2 caravels sort of idling there. He could, I think, swing one around at this side. Looks like he's going to try and do that, try and save himself with TC. Good, he's putting the Minutemen on the pikes. It's exactly what you want to do. Minutemen have a bonus against units that are sieging things. So what GoonGoon needs to do here is identify the units about to be attacked and stick those pikes in cover mode. Stop attacking the TC.
Yeah, those MM kills so many pikes, but I don't think it will be enough actually.
It might be okay, honestly. Fard losing the TC is not the end of the world. He has a lot of boats, which are going to be the main source of his economy. He has caravels to protect all of his remaining buildings, and Aztecs cannot challenge that. Besides, GoonGoon lost a lot of pikes there for relatively little damage. Fard is quite popped, though. That's worth pointing out. He did lose another house, even. I'd like to see him maybe move some villas to this island.
I think, like, the advantage of aging as the Aztec is you could get Arrow Knights, which would be useful against all of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, this is one of the very few points where I'd say maybe it's a good idea for Aztecs to age. Ports can't really do anything. You can just kind of keep your army. You should not have retreated here. Just keep shooting vills. You're not probably going to kill anything, but you're going to stop stuff like this market going up. You can kill the crossbows. You can just harass them. Make them play the game. Obviously, you want to stay out of range of those caravels, but as long as you just keep up the pressure, maybe lots of idle boats there, then Fard's in a really bad position. So let's see if the warrior priests start coming in. Oh no, 600 wood. So yeah, he actually shipped it to his war hut, which is a little bit of a mistake. He doesn't have Vill's too close. He's going to send one Vill all the way across the map to pick it up. 600 wood is the follow-up you do after your 3 military shipments if you want to be as aggressive as possible, because then you can just start double rexing. Ooh, we see a dock go up here in a very aggressive spot. You see that? And I think Fard could have scouted that, but GoonGoon waited to place the foundation, and I don't think Fard noticed the Vills, and so we do not see those caravels come in. They're just trying to defend the land right there. Oh man, I really feel like he should have scouted this.
I think he probably did see it.
Oh, he has another dock down there too. Oh yeah, he is gonna kill that dock. Yeah, this is a big. Oh, what's Ford doing? Why is he retreating? Did he not notice it? Look at all these docks start going down. Canoes
I guess he's bringing them to
already
this side.
This
as well,
dock. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he just dropped 800 wood worth of docks. I'd say that's completely unnecessary. I would just probably, as you recommended, just age, send Air Knights, just slowly take down these buildings, build a dock by your own TC, you know, get the Warrior Priest dance coming, try and, once you get 10 Warrior Priests, you can really get the cards coming a lot easier. I don't know, this seems a lot riskier to me. It seems like this is a more, like, this is kind of what Fard wants. This is a way for him to get back in the game.
I guess his idea was that he'd probably be scouted putting these docks up, so he'd be able to sack one and like get some canoes out to try and fight the caravels by the time they're fighting the second dock.
Yeah, that does seem like what he was planning, but I just don't know how effective this is going to be.
The only thing that worries me, I was just gonna say you had 1 warrior priest. He's just sent 3 more, so.
Oh, the Portuguese player is aging also.
Oh.
Yeah, he could keep fighting this, honestly. He can, I would keep fighting that dock with the, just move the low HP caravel back. Like, he can completely kill both of those docks. Right now, he's just letting his boats get down by that dock.
Yeah, he can fight that for sure.
Ah, God, people are so undecisive with water. It's kind of what I like about this map being played, though, is people are starting to finally kind of figure out how water works a little bit better. He can ungarrison this and kill the explorer. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Good. Makes me happy. Because that thing has just been sieging for the longest time.
Paco is going down. He escapes.
Yeah, this is being pretty effective. He's just getting out so many canoes. Is Water Dance gonna arrive? I feel like he really needs that, because if he gets Water Dance, all of a sudden he can probably take water by force if he wants to, or at least contend any attack against his docks. Wow, that's so many canoes. Where is he getting that wood? I expect to see a frigate shipment, or at least a frigate go up by Fard at this point.
I'm not sure why he's building a war hut here.
That is interesting.
You could just stick it like here or anywhere on the coast.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. If this is spotted, he can kill that with his canoes. I think it might be spotted.
Fard is trying to push on the water on the left side.
Yeah, canoe's able to retreat perfectly safely. Oh, it looks like he didn't quite spot this. That's a big deal. I like how he's fishing with the canoes also. You know, they're not going to gather very quickly. I think they gather with the speed of like 1/3 of a fishing boat, or maybe even less. But, you know, it's still something. You might as well.
It's 1/3 of a fishing boat.
It might be less. Actually, it might be 1/5. I can't remember quite exactly. It's like something on the likes of 0.1 per second, 0.2, something like that.
Wow, didn't know that.
What, did you assume they were full speed?
Well, not full, but maybe half. Or...
Okay. His army just idle here. There's just no point, you know? Like, this is kind of the tough thing about playing this water. You have to either, like, you kind of have to know how much army to make. Because if you aren't making any army and you're going full eco to try and counter the water, that will work, but then they might surprise you with units, and then you can get hit really hard.
Yeah, I think Goon is just trying to be a bit prophylactic. Like, he's just
Oh,
thinking...
GoonGoon sent schooners. I think that's a big mistake. I just don't... yeah, I don't know. I feel like Fard is just in such a good position now. He's up in age. His boats are better. No water dance for GoonGoon. He sent improved warships. The dock does go down. These caravels are the same speed as canoes. He can retreat this low HP one and not lose anything. Yeah, he's just doing a lot of damage for free here. Still no frigates either.
But at the same time, Goon is holding this position, and like Fard can't expand his sea boom, which is what Goon wants.
I feel like every second, though, Fard's economy is just getting better, though. You know, we saw the Explorer put up a TC. What happened to the TC wagon he got? Oh, he does have 3 TCs, sorry. So yeah, he's making 3 villas at a time, plus he has significant dock numbers. Oh, he's 5 caravels now. Why isn't he making frigates? I guess he wants the speed. He doesn't want to be able to have the canoes trap him. That makes sense, I guess. I mean, frigates are more cost-effective, though. Oh, I like that GoonGoon repaired that dock. You know, it's good, good awareness by him. Yeah, this is just too many caravels. He's going to lose probably everything here. Retreat that low HP boat. See some Goon raids coming in here also.
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
that
and the
Goon
frigate.
raid, that's why he's been making these units, in case like something like that happens.
But what are the units going to do? I guess they can stop the raid, but they don't have the mobility to really keep up with this. This is excellent play by Fard here. I'd say he's in a very, very strong position. He's going to take out the dock. These canoes will be able to escape, but he's certainly gaining himself more position. The canoes pop out. Are they going to be able to kill that? No, they're not going to be able to kill the caravel. Just like excellent play here by Fard, just being very safe, not losing anything, just getting free damage in there. Oh, did somehow manage to get the goons caught. Oh, bringing in the canoes too. I like that a lot.
Is Goon aging?
No, he's not. He's about 1 coin shipment away from aging. Oh,
Yeah,
are his coyotes going to get caught by the ships? No, he is retreating. No new boats going up by Fard. He's just kind of staying at 20. Meanwhile, GoonGoon has 19 bills, 4 more, or 19 boats, and 4 more regular villagers too, in addition to 4 warrior priests. So we actually see a stronger economy in GoonGoon. But this warship mass is just very, very dominant by Fard. If we see GoonGoon send Water Dance and Age, then what he can do is send the big button at the dock and get Tlaloc canoes, which are incredibly powerful with Water Dance. Although we see Coyote Combat come.
Okay, how long is the delay on the stream?
I think it's 2 minutes.
I don't think we need a lag test with the same players, right?
But your computer might. The stream's up now.
Okay, alright, fine.
So Indian mirror, I'm sure. Yeah, I think Fard could have gone China at this point, which is a really good counter to India on this map, I think. because GoonGoon already used his China.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, India can camp with a forward aggro quite well on this map.
I mean, what does that really do for them, though? I mean, China's plenty of hunts. This is a very high hunt map.
Yeah, true.
I mean, India just really has to use their 2 fast scouts and try and snag as many yaks as possible. Because China with yaks, honestly, I think China is much better with yaks than India. But we're seeing the India mirror, so none of that's coming into play. Good scouting pattern by far. He seems to know to sweep the side of the map. GoonGoon ignoring his yaks down there, which they always spawn there. But I kind of actually like ignoring them.
Yeah, the yaks kind of spawn up this side of the map, and then there's a couple around the middle, like here and here.
Yeah, you get 3 pairs down the left side.
Yeah.
And then you get 3 singletons in the middle and 3 singletons on the right. So what have we got here? We've got 90 wood.
This is a lack of vills on wood for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's just kind of
He might be banking on picking this up, although I mean his hero's here, so I don't know. This is just a lack of vills on wood, as far as I can tell. This is more normal, or even this is
Yeah, it's interesting. Bard has only 53 wood in the bank, no house. Interesting. I think he just maybe made a mistake and tried to undo it. Looks like he's going to pick up 90 wood. His monk's nowhere near.
Yeah, I guess he is banking on getting these wood treasures that he scouted early.
Yeah. He's going to pick up 50 wood, those.
Yep.
We see 7 yaks for GoonGoon so far, and only 3 for Bard. So, I don't know. I'd say GoonGoon's in a pretty good position of getting what? He has like an extra bill worth of XP just about.
Yeah, Fard has the 2 big wood treasures, and Goon has more cows, so I guess overall it's...
I would take the wood treasures every day.
Yeah, I would as well. But, I mean, the cows are nice as well.
Yes. Because if you think about it, with the 2 wood treasures, you can basically build a TP, which is a lot more than the yaks.
Yeah, for sure. I think you should just start this. There's no point wasting time. You lose some HP, but it doesn't matter.
Maybe regular stun, although...
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can just start it without stun. You don't need it. But he's going to get it anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty safe. Those tigers do go down significantly faster than the lions, which I'd like to be.
Yep.
GoonGoon pick up food. I'd say their H1s aren't honestly that unequal, because a food treasure and a wood treasure is a little smaller versus 2
Elephants.
2 woods, but less yaks.
Elephants headbutting tigers to death, just like in nature.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Tiny little elephants, they're about the size of horses. They're really like just miniature little elephants, like toy elephants.
So yeah, I mean this is like a nice normal aggro spot. Let's see what Fard does.
And it's going up at 3:14, which is a decent time. Fard gonna be a little bit slower. Oh, 3 bills going forward. He's gonna build it with 3 bills.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I do that. You can be greedier and play like Ryan and build with 1, but see, I don't like this spot though. I mean, you're just giving up map control for no apparent reason.
Well, if you look at the map, actually, look at where these huts are in the mine is, it's actually still all parallel to that. In this middle space, there's essentially no resources, so it's actually, in practice, not too bad, I'd say. And look, he is going to herd this hunt in here. Should be pretty safe. Although I would say that if he built it more like here, that this gold mine back here would be a lot safer. Yeah, he's all just better macro by GoonGoon H1. He is the same number of villagers, got less wood treasures, and yet he's going to age at about the same time, only putting 1 bill on the wonder. How did that happen?
Well, that comes down to Goon not having enough fills on wood early.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the 2 wood treasures. I wouldn't think that moving bills around would make up for just picking up 175 wooden treasures.
Yeah, but he did get them quite late. He got them quite late into the age 1 macro already. He decided to get a market instead of a TP.
Oh, he does have a market, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but with the two big wood treasures, you're thinking he might get a TP, but he hasn't decided to.
The market's fine. I think, honestly, it's probably a little bit better, just because you can take the TP with 600 wood. You do have a little bit of surplus wood there.
Well, I think with those treasures, you just probably get both, right?
Yeah, that's another decent option. But, yeah, I think you're probably right that both is probably the best thing to do in that case.
These cows desperately want to live in this house.
You know, another thing I think would have been a good option, we're not seeing this, is like a Carney Mata placement here. Because in the Indian mirror, you can actually get away with Carney Mata.
Maybe.
Because if you think about it, the two C4 are kind of useless. Because in Indian mirror, you basically want to jerk up with as few Zambrak as possible. And so, C4 is just not going to do any good for you.
I'm just thinking, the way the GoonGoon plays, I don't know if you remember his game against Kildredi. He went for a semi. He went for a semi FF in the Indian mirror to get like 3 Mahals. Yeah, so I'm thinking with these trade posts, maybe he's going to do a similar thing here.
Yeah, 2 trade posts. Let's see if he takes the upgrades to TP1 that could be pretty strong.
I mean, so far they've both shipped 600 wood, and they're both making a consulate with it. And
I like greedy builds like this in the Indian mirror. I mean, you just have so much time. GoonGoon with the 2 TPs, the faster age up, less bills on the Wonder, which gives him a better economy. I just think he's in a very good position so far. Getting his cards a lot faster with the TPs and the extra reacts. Already sent 300 export that constantly some stuff. He's going to get his bills a lot sooner. Still no, he does have the market. Let's see how the market's actually going. Yeah, GoonGoon's actually ahead. He already has Imperial Bureaucracy, and Bard only has the tier 1 and tier 2 hunting, and the tier 1 gold. We see those 3 bills come in for GoonGoon as well.
I think Fard has like noticed these 2 TPs next to GoonGoon's name and just thought like, I can't play this whole game down 2 TPs, so I have to build these reactively, which I think is fine. Yeah. That's what I do as well.
It's kind of reminiscent of the French mirror though, where you're just kind of reacting to your opponent and just doing the same thing but slower. Oh, we do see GoonGoon upgrade the trade route too, very, very good.
Yeah, what you just said, that's true as well. It's true, he's doing the same thing, but he's behind them.
If you do look at military though, Fard does have a pretty big advantage. So.
He does, but you can't really use that well in an Indian mirror because of this.
Look at the trees and the natives and everything. He just has this natural wall for him.
Yeah, if you have a few more units in the Indian mirror, all you have to do is, when you ally with Ottoman, which you always do anyway, you just ship the Minuteman and...
It's a really, really good option.
See, I don't like this. I mean, I don't mind being aggressive with your units, but he doesn't know what GoonGoon has at all.
Oh, he made Seaboy. What does he do with that?
I don't mind that either, but like he doesn't know what he's walking into. He happens to be fine in this case, but he might not have been.
What do Seaboy do for you in the Indian mirror though? I still don't understand.
Well, they let you...
He's gonna lose him.
They let you do well against the 3 Hussars that will be coming, and the 4 Sours which will be coming.
Damage. Oh wow. His military advantage just went down the drain. Is he gonna get trapped now? Actually, both players are... This could be big. Certainly, if he hadn't cleaned up his Seaboy right away, he's going to be able to retreat, yeah.
4 Sour from either player would be huger.
4 Seaboys came out from GoonGoon, so I think he's safe production of his before to run back to a minute. Well, we see 600 coin come in for Fard. You see, he does have nearly the resources to age up. It looks like he's going to go for some sort of semi-FF. Interesting. Picking up 10% cav, train faster, interesting. 4 stars, does come in for GoonGoon. Scouting around. With the Ottoman Embassy, those things have ridiculous line of sight. I believe it's 30, which is no laughing matter. It's just incredible. He's gonna pick up one bill.
Hmm.
So let's see, military count, we have 13 aircraft for GoonGoon, 3 SOAR, and only 8 aircraft for Fard, which is totally fine for Fard. He can defend that with an Odd Embassy and Miniman, and his own Miniman from the TC is totally fine. And we do see that Wonder go down. What's he placing? That looks like the Tower of Victory, going to give himself 800 wood. A little bit more mass coming out for GoonGoon here. Let's see if he's going to press this advantage that he has right now. He definitely has an economic and time advantage. He's up 2 bills. I mean, I guess we see why Fard went for that defensive aggro, because he kind of needs it back there to help defend himself from aging, because now he has the Minutemen pop from the aggro plus his own Minutemen from TC to work with. We do see 3 Husks come out of the embassy as well.
He does have the Urumi in his deck. For those.
Yeah. Interesting, he has a town rickshaw in his deck. Like, why would 900 coin? What? What? Like, God, I just don't, how can you do that in a tournament game? I just don't understand.
I don't know, I mean, this army looks really good from GoonGoon.
It does.
It just, like, I don't think you can get away with aging like this.
The problem with losing the aggro is he has no way of popping Urumi on top of his units.
Yeah. If anything, like, if this was a Taj Mahal, so he could at least buy time while sending Urumi, that maybe he'd have a
No, this is
chance.
Taj Mahal. Look at that. Or Charminar Gate.
No, yeah, the one where he can ceasefire, but...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, the Mahal's nice, but I think he's just got enough cav, he's not going to do anything.
I can't really think of any shipments if it was Saberman's point. He has lots of Zambrak, lots of Gurkha, decent. He has just very well balanced army.
Urumi are for sure the best shipment he can send here.
I guess there's not so much hand cav. What's he gonna do for anti-cav? I guess he's Minutemen. Taking down the house, Fard is not popped. That's a big deal.
Did he spend the 500 food?
Ooh, 2 Mallets.
2 Mahals. I don't like that.
He's temporarily not popped, and now he's popped again. Doesn't even have wood for a house. Now he does. Looks like he bought the wood at the market. Interesting.
I mean, if he could get out Urumi with the Mahals, then I think, you know, if this army... Yeah, if this comes under the TC and he gets Urumi out, then he could win the game off that.
Yeah, the problem is, though, look at that Zambrak mass. They can hit and run everything.
Yeah, but Urumi are gonna...
If he's playing wise, he's not gonna let himself get caught by that.
Urumi are gonna kill all these Zams. Nah, Urumi will kill all these Zams.
Oh, no. I mean, if the Zams are microing properly, you're not gonna touch them.
Well, if he gets in a bad position, that is.
Yes, exactly. So I think he's fully aware of this, though. That he's look at him staying back like this, just picking off buildings. Doesn't want to go anywhere near the TC. He knows just that in the long run, he's totally good here. Completely constricting all resources from Fard here.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill count 7 in his favor.
He sent 9 Zams, which is not a terrible choice, but...
I mean, there's just not enough hand cap to justify that. Unless he has... I mean, he's popped again. Stable's gonna go down. Yeah, I just don't know.
He's gonna go for it now. He's gonna try and win the game off of this push.
Oh, he just has no way of killing the Zambraks, though.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I wish he had the Urumi, then this could be quite close. But,
yeah,
I mean...
Those are a game changer.
This is just...
Oh, very good micro, targeting those Malhards.
He's got way too much anti-cav.
Yeah.
I think, anyway. I mean...
He's doing a little bit better than I expected. Those Malhards just tanking so much damage.
Yeah, he's doing better than I thought as well.
Switch to the British consulate, though. Neither player did.
The Mahals are kind of like...
It's pure anti-cav.
Imagine Urumi against this. It would do so much damage.
The Zambraks were kind of useless, weren't they? Yeah.
You could see his idea though, like Zams kill all the cav and like the Mahals go to town on the rest.
Yeah. That's a problem with playing against India, though. They just get so many Zambraks, and they just dominate Cav. I mean, the 3.5 times bonus, 19 damage. That's just like instant kills Cav.
Yeah,
But
the
we see
anti-cav is really
he's starting
good.
to age now.
Is he?
That's a decent play. Aging. I mean, like that's just one way to win. You know, he could stay H2. He could age. Looks like Bard's calling it quits for now. So 3-1 in Bard's favor. Now on game point for GoonGoon. Yeah, GoonGoon, I really like this build there with the TP line. It just seemed to be... What?
Towards the end of the game, GoonGoon had an extra 2 shipments out.
2 shipments? Wow.
It was 9-7 in shipments. That's how good the TPs were.
I mean, he probably had them on wood also, though, so... I guess he just, from the battle, he got a bunch very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, well played from Goon, I guess. That was really solid. He saw the age up. He didn't, like... A lot of people might have seen the age up and just, like, sent all of their units right over to the TC, but he just played calmly and, like you said, he constricted him from resources.
Aggro right away,
yeah.
Which is very wise, because he killed it before anything could pop out.
Yeah, he took out the aggro and then he just kind of moved around the perimeter of his base, just keeping him off of, you know, hunts.
And taking advantage of the bad building placement by Bard there, because Bard lost so many houses and was popped almost the entire time he was in street. I wonder if that was maybe a game changer.
How do I turn your volume up?
My volume? There are ways. Apparently the stream quality's good aside from that.
The stream quality's good? Okay, cool.
That's what they're saying.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, they're saying your volume stream comments too low. How do we fix that?
1 sec.
I mean, there's a volume setting on Skype under preferences, audio/video. So you could crank me up all the way. That might help a little bit. Apparently people liking that sexy Musk voice bad. And growth.
Yeah, I'm fixing the volume, trying to. So, can you turn your microphone volume up?
I'm not sure that's possible. Well, I can try.
I've turned mine down a little bit. Apparently I was too loud and you were too low.
Okay, can you say something?
You sound louder. You sound louder to me. How do I sound?
Yeah, that's not me at all. I don't. Let's see.
I think you sound good. You sound louder, so that's probably what people want, right?
I sound louder right now?
Yeah, you did to me.
I changed nothing, so.
Oh, okay. That was a placebo then, I guess. So it's 3-1 to GoonGoon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Game 5, so they can both use any civilization again.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bengal, I think China's strong in this map. I think France is strong in this map. I think Aztecs are strong. Japan, I think, is decently strong. Germany? No. I really hope he doesn't go Germany. Without a TP, they're kind of terrible. Okay, I mean, I feel like this is going to be 4-1 because I just don't see how Germany can possibly win without a TP if GoonGoon plays this crap for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Fard's choice, but fair enough. Yeah, as you say, I mean, the reason Germany is a questionable choice on this map is because you lack a TP, and that kind of inhibits all Germany's best build orders, really.
It does. I mean, like, you can't really FF. I guess you can stay H2. Just everything is...
Yeah, that's the thing. You feel like forced to stay H2, but that is better for France, I think.
Absolutely. They can't hear me talk at all. That's
I've turned you up. Should be better now.
It seems like they still can't. Okay, I'm listening to the stream. I'm just gonna kind of talk loudly.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
saying you're fine now. You're fine.
But I also just listened to myself, and I'm definitely still quieter than you are. So.
Yeah, but you listened to yourself 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, check the stream chat. They're happy with it now.
Okay, good. I wonder if Fard has something special planned here.
I don't know, maybe he just feels confident in this matchup and he doesn't really care that you don't have a TP.
I mean, Germany loses as far as everyone I know is concerned. So.
But that doesn't bother Fard, obviously.
Yeah. I wonder what we're going to see. Maybe some sort of Dapuan, crossbow pike, H2 play. I mean, both of those definitely lose. So.
Yeah, I guess that's the conversation we should have. If you are playing this matchup on this map, you're kind of playing H2, so what do you do?
I'm not sure. Because, I mean, like, Dapuan is very, very strong if you can sneak your units behind theirs. Because even if they're microing properly, if you get dops behind their lines and they don't notice it, you like avoid your LOS, you're going to be in a good... Oh, we do see the Russia switch.
Like that ninja switch at the end. Classy. Good move, that.
I don't know, though. Russia's not too good. You can see GoonGoon put up a stable in his base and make Hussar and win. That's my prediction.
I don't know, on this map, you don't have that many resources kind of in and around your base to semi-FF with.
I don't think you need to have semi-FF. I think you can stage 2 and just beat it with Hasar. Like, instead of aging, you can send something like Cav HP, and I think it's very strong against Russia. Because if you think about the H2 upgrade cards that both cities have available, Russia has cards that upgrade their Streamlets and Classics, and France has cards that upgrade their Cav, and Cav beats both of those units, so the H2 late cards, I think, definitely favor France. So obviously treasure is very, very important. If I can find something like 100 food, that's very, very beneficial, because that idle time is multiplied by 3 when you're playing Civ like Russia. What was it, a 100 wood start? No, coin start, okay.
Yeah, coin start, 100 wood. I've lost sound, which is annoying.
Oh, you have? That's unfortunate.
Could you maybe turn sound on your end?
I mean, I think you're gonna keep hearing my voice twice, aren't you? Do you have headphones in right now?
No. I mean, I get just the game sounds, though.
Okay, I don't think that's a good idea, to be perfectly honest, just because there's going to be a delay on the sound, and that might annoy the stream viewers even more.
There's not a delay between me and you, right?
There should be about a 0.3 second delay. That's normal with Skype type stuff. You can try it. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean,
do you hear your voice twice? Like, if you hear your voice back, that's what we want to avoid, because when I'm taking my headphones out, we're going to get, possible feedback.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We better turn that off.
Okay.
We tried, we failed.
Oh, I don't think sounds are that important unless you're actually playing in the game.
Yeah, unless you like hearing sounds.
I normally watch streams without listening, actually. Kind of depends who the commentators are.
I don't like this scouting pattern, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of treasures which are very nice on this map, and you kind of ignoring them all going over here.
There's almost always a good treasure here and here, so sometimes it's good to stick your explorer and steal the one up top. But yeah, he's definitely missing the 2 good ones.
They spawn around the perimeter, the nice ones. You know, this is nice as well. This is nice.
Yeah. Definitely that 100 food would just be such a big deal for him to pick up.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's see how much food Fard is left with in his last batch of villagers builds. So it looks like he's at 630 in his 14th fill builds, and that's not that good. France is going to age sooner. That's kind of depressing. France aging before Russia. I mean, like, you have 17 and a half equivalent bills to 14 in transition.
I know Fard was, I think Russia was his main civ for a while, so he's going to be confident with them. I don't know, I really think this is a good map for Russia. I mean, stick your blockhouse like here, and...
Yeah, I mean, it's of the maps, it's pretty good. There's no TP, and that benefits Russia.
Yeah, and there isn't really much res, as I was saying before, for your opponent to kind of camp behind.
I don't know. If you look at GoonGoon's hunts, he has 3 that he can hurt under his TC. It's worth noting that he hasn't done that yet. He definitely should start doing that. But if he wants to, he can hurt a lot of hunts in there pretty safely.
I don't know. I mean, one of these 2 will be harassable for sure.
I think that it will be, only because he's a little late on the herding. Like, the map Cascade Range, very, very low hunt. You can get hunts surprisingly far on that map. I really experimented with just how far herding can get you. If you start herding in age 1, which France can definitely start doing just because they almost always have extra food, then you tend to be pretty safe on that. Okay, he is sending a bill to this hunt. I'd like to see him definitely take another one. I think you need to withstand the Russia onslaught. I mean, scout running around where you might place a blockhouse, though. I wonder if he's going to go for try and contest that.
I don't know how Russia's going to end up getting this treasure. That makes no sense to me, but he is. Like,
yeah, you're right.
He was over here while Ford's Explorer was around this area. You know.
Yeah, no one's really picking up any of these. That's funny. Is going to lose the Explorer, though, which is a big deal. You know, Russia needs every unit they can get.
Yeah, I agree with you about the herding. I think, especially against a civ like Russia, you have to be more proactive in putting these into your town center.
Yeah, definitely get 2 in there. I mean, this one especially can be very, very safely herded under the TC if you make the effort. Actually, no, both of them. They're both about equally fine. Blockhouse is going up. How many bills is that? Is it 3? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Fard actually has 200 extra wood. Interesting. And he has enough food for a batch. He's not queuing up any vills. Is he going to go no vill? What do we see queued? We see 5 muskets. Yeah, he's cutting villagers. Has not sent an H2 shipment yet. Interesting. Or maybe he's sending crates. Because he is still 19 out of 25 pop.
On this particular map, I think this is like a really good decision.
Ooh, multiple blockhouses.
Yeah, I think this is how Russia wins the game on this map. You just camp like this, you know, from here, and
he still has 2 hunts which he can herd in. He needs to do that right away.
Yeah, but this is not safe, you know.
Yeah, 3 huts do come out.
You're right that it could have been safe if he heard it earlier, but at this point, this is not safe at all.
Yeah, you know what I would do? If I was Russia, I would take my bill and herd this away, the one on the left. I would take my bill and herd that hunt. People need to do that more. Herding your opponent's hunts away when you're FBing is a very strong strategy. Although we are going to see, some raids coming.
Yeah, he's got the scout nicely stealthed as well.
Yeah, that's really annoying when you're Russia. You have no way of dealing with that until you get your cab out. How do you feel about sieging that? I'm not sure if I agree.
Yeah, I think I'd rather idle vills than do that.
Look at that market placement. That is funny.
He's got a couple of nice raids in here. Yeah.
5 Cossacks do pop out though, taking down one of the. Oh, he is going for bills now up here. That's good. Yeah, I'd say that Fard's in a decently strong position. Looks like he is going to get that stable down. That's a big deal. I mean, what is GoonGoon going to do after that stable goes down? He has like no food right now. If you look at the, I guess you can't see it, but he has 21 food in the bank.
He shouldn't lose this stable. Like with this many Moss left, he should have been.
He can't even send Minutemen. He doesn't have the food for it.
Yeah, but he should be using his vills and the TC fire to like make sure it doesn't die. There's no need for it to die.
I might have bought food for Minutemen there. That might have been a good call. Oh, but look at this. The Cav is going to take down these Cossacks.
Yeah, this is good. Really good.
And so what's Fard going to do to deal with all this Cav, though? Prematurely garrisoning his vills. He just doesn't have any hunts anywhere near his stuff. He might need to herd this hunt to his blockhouse and just camp.
Please kill the scout.
I don't think he has the means to. Oh, I guess the scout was a little idle there. Musk is going into the base again. Oh, that's an overcommitment. The vills and Minutemen could kill that. Does take down a CDB.
It is, but there aren't any Cav here that can trap him.
Good job by GoonGoon pulling the weak vill.
Yeah,
look at the scores. 47 score. Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty double-edged game, to be honest.
Still only 14 vills to 23 French vills. I mean, GoonGoon's economy is just so much more powerful at this point. Hasn't sent either of the vill upgrades. Honestly, something like Pioneers would not be a bad choice at this point. Oh yeah, going for a few attacks, that was too aggressive. Although he notices the Cav are low HP, and he might take this fight. Good awareness. Yeah, I'd say this trade is in Fard's favor, because he just does not want to be rated anymore. He is going to lose slightly, but like that's okay. One Huss isn't going to do too much damage.
This isn't necessary, considering that he knows this is happening.
No, not at all. I think what he did was he just didn't think he'd win that much because he didn't notice the low HP and decided to send his units back. Like, what's he doing? Like, it's not doing him any good. He's just giving...
He's got to go back. Like, he should be over here idling these walls.
Good cab movement by GoonGoon. Really idling the hell out of Fard's villagers, yeah.
You know, one thing that Fard could do in a spot like this, instead of sending his units back, he could have sent these food villagers to hunt over here.
Yeah.
And then, you know... He'd be raiding, and his army would be here.
That thing's gonna go down. Oh gosh. He can at least kill the Hussar with ranged attack bills now. Yeah, it looks like GoonGoon's just camping that hunt up top to use that low HP Huss as a scout. It's a good choice. He's gonna age too. Just about done. Is he aging slow? No, he's aging fast, okay. Does have the Nether stable up. Has lots of coin, no food really. I wonder if he's going to go for a merc shipment. Let's see, what does he have? Can you check his deck? My UI's blocking it. What merc shipments does he have in age 3?
No mercs. Just
no mercs. He has 800 coin in the bank. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to go for a Cursor, I guess. And he moved all his bills to food. We do see Fard pushing in here. Problem is, though, he has no economy. I mean, he hasn't made villagers the entire game. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of game over. Goons pop out. Yeah. Oh, look at this big raid coming in here. How's he going to deal with this?
This has been the story of the game, idling all of these vills.
Yeah. Both players could have done with a little bit more herding. You see muskets hanging around. Skirm shipment does arrive. I mean, the Skirm Goon mass that GoonGoon has at this point, he can completely dictate the game. I mean, Fard still sort of has map control with the blockhouses, but like, he can just pick these things off forever. And he does have enough hunts secured that he's pretty safe. Some streetlights going down for free. For some reason my UI is glitching and it's not telling me how many units everyone has. It's kind of annoying, but it looks like something like 10 goons and 9 skirms for GoonGoon. Picking off the sort of isolated blockhouse here. Really nothing Bart can do to stop that. I like how he's moving his skirms forward, trying to see if he can pick anything off for free. You do see some Cossacks pop out for Fard. I think Cossack Streetlight is definitely the combo to use against GoonGoon at this point. But the moment GoonGoon pops out any Cursor, that's a huge problem for Fard. I like how he's trying to contest this hunt though, because we do see that GoonGoon is out of hunts. He's on berries. Does get the blockhouse down. Going for Fard's base. Interesting play. I mean, his army does look a little bit bigger, but he is making himself susceptible to being trapped. No, he's retreating now. He realizes that maybe that's a little bit too risky. Doesn't quite have to push out yet. I like to see him use his units more. Just go in there, see if you can pick stuff off. He knows that Fard has his units somewhere, and you might as well just see what you can kill, see what you can find.
Full cursors.
That might be enough. He can just charge in there and kill everything at this point. Or is he going to pick up some Cossacks? Little slow reactions here by GoonGoon. Big mass by Fard. Fard seems okay. If GoonGoon had picked off 2 of those Cossacks right away, it would have been a different story. We do see the 3 Cuirassier shipment coming there. That's a lot of Cuirassier. 7 Cuirassier is not to be messed with. That is very, very powerful. But look at him pick off the muskets, not the streamlets. Very good job. He knows that once he gets that anti-cap down, there's really nothing Fard can do to stop him.
Yeah, I think Fard is probably going to fight very soon.
Fard's going to be a good position under the blockhouse, but I just don't think it's enough. The Cuirassier are too powerful. I mean, Russian units, it looks like they have a lot, but those things are so weak. They're so weak. Like, look at the Cuirassier just kill everything.
His positioning is pretty good, though. At least.
I don't think it matters. I mean, just look at the splash. How much damage is it doing? The Goon's just perfectly on all the cav.
The Kurs are gonna die, maybe.
Not quite. I mean, he still has a full HP one. They're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Mining from the gold mine right next to the blockhouse. So cheeky. Yeah, that should be game. That should be the series. Yeah, score over double in Fard's favor, or GoonGoon's favor. Just kind of throwing the street shipment away. GoonGoon once again says good game for Fard. 5 Cuirassier come out. Yeah, that's got to be it.
I mean, overall, Goon played quite solidly. He had an interesting build in the French mirror.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I like his play all around. Yeah, I think he's going to put up a good fight against Samwise. That'll be a really fun series to watch. And hopefully, we'll get someone who has a good stream setup to be able to cast that for us. So. Yeah, good games.
Yeah, I think his GoonGoon's TP play in the India mirror was good as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was very impressed with that. It seemed like a very good counter to what Fard did, especially with the FF. So I think, yeah, top 4 do get money, I think, so he got guaranteed some money. That's kind of cool for him.
Wow, have you seen the kill ratio for this game?
Oh, I'm sure it's like 3-1. Let's see.
Have a look at that.
Oh god, yeah, 2.5 to 1. That's terrible. Oh man.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's what you get. I mean, Russia's not a good civ, especially against France. You know, because when France ages, like, what are you supposed to do? You know, it's just, as you saw, the Kurs just ran over everything. There's just so much damage. It didn't even matter that Fard's position was good under the military buildings and that.
Yeah, he did a good job idling Fard's food villages like the whole game over here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, despite Fard's aggression, he was idled more than GoonGoon was.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's the thing. Like, when you're being aggressive, it's almost as important for you to hurt as for your opponent, you know? Because you are leaving your base behind. You have no units back there to deal with that at all. Unless, like, you know, a civ with, like, I don't know, China or something that has villages and whatnot, there's really no way except very, very strong hurting.
So, 4-1 to GoonGoon. Well played.
Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't a sweep. Fard played well in his one victory against... what matchup was that? It was... oh, I can't even remember. It was the 3rd game, right? Or 2nd game. Oh, it was the Aztecs versus Portuguese on Indonesia. That's right.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So we got some water jank coming in there, but, you know.
Okay, so tune in probably next week, guys, for the semi-final with Samwise and GoonGoon. See you later.
Yeah, check the ESOC website for the